What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Edwards, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Joshua's Proximity. We are officially rolling into Week 15 of the NFL regular season. You are probably either already in your playoffs for fantasy football, or you're about to walk into the playoffs for fantasy football. Me personally, I'm already started my postseason journey with the New York Mets. I won my game this week, so I got another game this week. And then my big money league, hey, we are starting the playoffs this weekend. And then my other three leagues, they start next week for postseason play. I'm in a situation where I can get in, or I am right on the cusp of being in each and every playoffs, especially my Kappas. That's the one where I gotta win this week. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, if you guys have been watching my TikToks, you guys know that I've been preaching and talking about Shedeur Sanders for quite some time. I said, man, there was obviously some type of, hey, let's leave him off of drafted first round when it came to him. There was no reason why he was a fifth round pick. There was absolutely no reason why he was behind Dillon Gabriel to start off with. And I know how that goes. I know how it goes if I'm just looking at it from just a football perspective. When you're drafted, when you're recruited, and they do this a lot in college. When a guy that is a walk-on or a preferred walk-on, he's not going to get a lot more reps in comparison to the guy that was actually recruited and offered a scholarship. And the same could be said with said talent in the draft process. If a guy is drafted first round, second, third, obviously he's going to get more reps than the fifth round's draft selection, seventh round. Those guys are normally just bodies for training camp, or just bodies just to be on a practice squad. But in this case, there was no reason on earth he should have went where he went to. He's better than Tyler Sow. He's better than Dillon Gabriel. You saw him compete in this past Sunday against the number one overall pick in, what's my guy's name for the Titans? I can't think of his name. Cam Ward. You saw him go head-to-head with Cam Ward, the number one overall selection this past weekend. And you tell me who looked better. 364 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns. Yes, he had an interception, but had a chance to really go out there and win the game if his boneheaded coach didn't take him out on a 2-point conversion. Everything that you saw this weekend screamed face of franchise. You heard Jeffrey Simmons. You've heard Myles Garrett. Jeffrey Simmons, the D tackle for the Tennessee Titans, said, hey, he's already a star. He's going to be a star for some time. That's why I had to show him the wrist. We all know the Shedeur Sanders celebration. If you don't know, if you watch on YouTube, this is the prolific pose that he has established already in the National Football League. Everybody loves it. And he has cultivated the locker room. He's grabbed the locker room. And you can be honest, the offense has not looked this good with Dillon Gabriel under the center. I watched so many games early often with Dillon Gabriel. I said, bro, he's not pushing the ball down the field. They're not asking him to do a lot. They're handing the ball off to Quinshon Judkins. He can't push the ball down the field. And it's okay. And when you look at this whole just dynamic of this particular instance and situation, Shedeur Sanders should have been the starter. He's clearly light years ahead of Dillon Gabriel. It's not even close. It's night and day if you really want to be transparent. And you saw that this weekend. Shedeur Sanders is the face of the Cleveland Browns. He's going to continue to excel with this team, and he's going to continue to grow. Kevin Stefanski, I don't know how he still has a job after the shit that he pulled this past weekend. And he might not be the head coach going into next season, but just leave him out there. Let him continue to get his feet wet, especially if you know you're not going to be the head coach going into next season. Let the other coach, or let him get some good tape out there to where the Cleveland Browns organization don't have to worry about drafting another quarterback. You got this guy fifth round. He's getting paid bare minimum. He's going to have endorsements. We already know he's endorsed with Nike. You might see him with a Rolex or some type of watch endorsement in the near-time future. But overall, extremely proud of what he accomplished this past weekend, and that can be said that it was really good. So let's go ahead and you already guys know what time it is. Let's go ahead and jump right into my top 10. So coming in at number 10. At number 10 is the LA Chargers. Now, this was a team that just beat the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. Now, they play great defensively. Justin Herbert, the offense, kind of lacking still, but I know that they can kind of muster up some wins, and they've been doing it all season. 9-4 team. At number 10, the LA Chargers. Coming in at number 9 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this team is a team that they're very underrated. 9-4, very quiet. They've beaten the Indianapolis Colts every time at home since 2014. Can run the ball. Trevor Lawrence is looking like a guy. They're able to do it in a variety of situations. At number 9, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming in at number 8 is the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, yes, they beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and they're undefeated when they score 20 or more points. They got a huge game coming up this weekend, Sunday football against the New England Patriots. Josh Allen is all world. I think they're relying just a little bit too much on him. Got to keep your eye on them. At number 8, the Buffalo Bills. Coming in at number 7 is the Chicago Bears, a team that can run the football, a team that needs to be better in the passing game. When you look at it, they got to find a way to get DJ Moore the ball. They can run the ball. They play great defensively, but they got to open up the passing game, and I believe it starts with DJ Moore. At number 7, the Chicago Bears. Coming in at number 6 is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers are a team coming off of a bye. They're just kind of going under the radar. We know when McCaffrey plays. We know when Brock Purdy plays. This is a Super Bowl-esque team. NFC Championship bound team at bare minimum. And he's healthy. McCaffrey's healthy. Shanahan's still calling up the offense really well. Number 6, the 49ers. Coming in at number 5 is the Denver Broncos. Now, the only reason why they're not higher is because they're still lacking when it comes to the offensive side. Yes, the defense is good, but what are you going to do when you're asked to actually go out here and throw the ball, or go out here and actually win games offensively? They've done it of late, but I still need more. Number 5, Denver Broncos. Coming in at number 4 is the LA Rams. The Rams. Now, the reason you're going to see my next pick, but the reason why they're not higher, defensively, they still struggle. They find a way to get the running game going. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum. We know what the outside receivers, Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, the threat that they pose. But defensively, I just need just a little bit more. Number 4, LA Rams. Coming in number 3, a team that can arguably be the best team in the NFL. My homeboy said, how do I have the Packers above the Rams? Turn on the tape. They run the ball. They can throw the ball now. With Christian Watson expanding the passing game. Defensively, Micah Parsons has been heaven sent. This is a team that is ferocious defensively. They get after you in a multitude of ways. Can throw the ball, can run the ball. Very physical team. Could be right there for the Super Bowl. Number 3, the Packers. Number 2, the New England Patriots. They have established the Patriot way. Drake May, Mike Vrabel. I told people this dude can coach. And that's a lot of the issues when it comes to Tennessee Titans, man. You let go of a guy like Mike Vrabel. He knows what he's doing. He changes a franchise like you saw last year. There was a top 4, top 5 pick. This year, they are the top 2 team in the NFL, have the best record or tied for the best record in the National Football League. Number 2, the New England Patriots. And the number 1 team, the best defensive team currently speaking in the National Football League, the Seattle Seahawks. They have the best receiver. They can run the ball. They had the best receiver this year. They can run the ball. Sam Darnold is going to do Sam Darnold things, but right now it's undeniable that they are the best team. They they are excellent defensively. You can't find me a hole defensively. Nick Emanuari, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, is the Kyle Hamilton for that defense. They got edge rushers. They got great corners. They're physical. They don't mind hitting and punching you in the mouth. Mike, I think it's Mike McDaniels. Yes, I think Mike McDaniels. I don't know if that's his last name. Mike, the head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, he has done an excellent job with his team, and that's just where they're at right now. And let's go ahead and go into my picks for this weekend. So Thursday night football, we got a good one. Bucks versus Falcons. I am rooting for the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this, the Panthers, we are right here from winning the division. But I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that they win this weekend. Bengals versus Ravens. Give me the Bengals in this matchup. Eagles versus Raiders. Eagles. Texans versus Cardinals. Give me the Texans. Chiefs versus Chargers. Ah, man. I think the Chargers win. Bills versus Patriots. Give me the Bills. Jets versus Jacksonville. Give me the Jags. Commanders versus Giants. Give me the Giants. I'm going the Giants in the upset. Browns versus Bears. Give me the Bears. Panthers versus Saints. 425 game. Arguably the biggest game so far or leading up to it. The Panthers have to win. Give me the Panthers. Lions versus Rams. Ooh, it's some great games. Damn, it's a great 4 o'clock window. I'm going to go Lions, man. I like the Lions in the upset. Colts versus Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks. Packers versus Broncos. I'm nervous about that game. I don't know if I'm going to start C.J. Stroud or Jordan Love. I might start C.J. Stroud. Give me the Broncos in this matchup. Titans versus 49ers. Give me the 49ers. Sunday Night Football. Cowboys versus Vikings. Give me the Vikings. And Dolphins versus Steelers Monday night. Give me the Steelers. And once again, Josh's Proximity. We out, baby.